Hi guys, it is time to talk Real Housewives, and today we're going to be talking about the Lisa Vanderpump, Kyle Richards. Well, I don't know if Kyle's really included, but as much as Dorit and PK are, in regards to the feud that they have going on now, in reference to text messages that were allegedly sent on Lisa's behalf, and then of course comments that Dorit made on Watch What Happens Live. So before we get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, turn those notifications on. You never know when something's gonna happen. You should check out my last video on Kyle and Mauricio and all of the allegations from 2013, since there are so many rumors floating around about Kyle and Mauricio splitting. If you're into Beverly Hills, that might be a great video that you would enjoy, and it was my last video posted. So we all know Puppygate and everything that happened between Lisa Vanderpump and Dorit, right? There was a question asked that after the robbery if Lisa Vanderpump had reached out to Dorit and PK, and they said no. They said that they didn't get any messages from her, no text messages, they didn't hear anything from her. And she was like, bullshit, and she ended up posting a text message where she said that she had, she was thinking of them during this hard time and she was glad that they were safe, and there was no response. So of course, like, PK and Dorit are completely quiet about this. They start saying, oh, maybe it was the number was blocked, or we didn't get it, it wasn't received, it wasn't this. I mean, people on Instagram were like scrutinizing the screenshots that Lisa Vanderpump had posted, and they were legitimate 20 times over. So they were 100% real text messages. Whether PK got the text message or not, whether he chose to ignore it or not, or whether he got the text message and just didn't tell Dorit, we'll never know, because they're saying they didn't get it. So then what we have happen is Dorit goes on Watch What Happens Live, which is odd because she's rarely on Watch What Happens Live, and she says that if Lisa wanted to be so friendly, that she just saw her at a birthday party in Beverly Hills for one of their mutual friends, and she didn't speak to her. Like, Lisa didn't speak to PK and Dorit. And if she was trying to be so kind and gracious enough to text them after the robbery, then she was basically implying that Lisa should have had no problem coming up and speaking with them, if that's the case, if she had sent the text message, right? So this, of course, Lisa Vanderpump, she's been posting receipts. I'm proud of her. First of all, we got the receipts regarding the text messages where she texted PK. And then we got a photo of her. Let me find my photos here, guys, so I can just give you guys the whole dealio. Oh, no, it's on my other phone. Shit. Well, she posted, like, correction in all big letters. She says that she was at a birthday party at Mr. Chow's for a mutual friend of PK and Dorit's, and that she was sitting next to the birthday boy. So actually, they should have spoke to her, because if they came up and graciously said happy birthday to the guest whose party they were attending, then it's more than likely that they would have been in close proximity with Lisa, since she is claiming that her seat was very close to the man they were celebrating, right? So PK, he gets mad, and he goes on Twitter. I'm going to read you what he wrote, though. And he puts, well, you'll never guess everyone who commented on it. Kyle, Lisa, and Erica. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so PK gets on here, and he puts fact checked in all big letters. He says, we saw LVP at my best friend's birthday party. She wasn't at the birthday boy's table. He was with his family, and we were not in an other room. No one was in the other room. We were on a younger table. It was a fun night. Who's confused? Question mark. So basically, he's saying, first of all, he's trying to one-up her by saying that you didn't sit next to him because he's my bestest friend in the whole world. And he was sitting with his family, and I know that because he's my best friend. I mean, don't forget, PK and Boy George roll tight too. So he has a lot of best friends. But he's basically saying you were best friends, and if anyone would have been sitting with him, it would have been PK and Dorit, not necessarily Lisa Vanderpump. So Kyle comments, she puts, that's what I was thinking. Robert Earl's birthday is in May. Lisa Renna follows with hearts. Then also she puts a PK, bringing receipt, hands up. And then the Pretty Mess puts younger table, ... Like basically implying that Lisa Vanderpump is old. PK and Dory are young, which is not the case because PK is old. Old. He's old. I'm not being mean. That's not British humor. It's just like the fact. I should Google how old he is right now because he's definitely up there. Anyways, that is where we're at with these receipts, and that's kind of where we left off, and we haven't heard much since. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I mean, I think that I want to know what you guys think. If you think that LVP actually messaged them, if they ignored the message, like I said, did PK get the text message and not give it to Dorit? Is it possible that, I don't know. I mean, is it possible that she's lying? I mean, when I say these text messages are scrutinized, they were scrutinized by, the Instagrammers, bloggers, people who, do this for a living. They debunk stuff, and they could not find anything inauthentic about the messages. So that leads us to believe that they were true, that it was a true representation of the text message exchange, which was just her reaching out kindly to, say that she had heard about the robbery and she was glad that they were safe. So I don't know, guys. I mean, this could be like the second lie because, we're still kind of toiling with the whole robbery from Dorit and PK, not to mention, LAPD has never mentioned that there was handgun involved, any guns involved, any weapons involved in the robbery at all. We're not hearing any more about that either. So I don't know, guys. I want to know what you think. But before you hop off, like I said, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, turn those notifications on, and I'll talk to you soon.